This is more than just football. It's politics, it's pride, it's culture, it's war without weapons. This is El Clásico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. A rivalry that transcends the pitch and shakes the foundations of the sport itself. Origins of a rivalry, 1930s to 1950s. To truly understand El Clásico, you must go back nearly a century, to a time when Spain was torn apart by civil war and dictatorship. Real Madrid was often seen as the club of the Spanish establishment, especially during the Franco regime. Meanwhile, Barcelona came to represent Catalan identity, resistance, and the voice of an oppressed people. These weren't just clubs, they were symbols. And every time they faced each other, it was far more than a game. That scoreline was not just shocking, it was suspicious. Rumors swirled that Barcelona players were threatened by Franco's regime. Whether true or not, that day deepened a resentment that would last forever. The Di Stéfano saga, 1950s. Then came the Di Stéfano transfer war, a turning point in El Clásico history. The Argentine striker had agreements with both clubs, but mysteriously ended up at Real Madrid. His arrival changed the course of football history. With Di Stéfano, Madrid dominated Europe, winning 5 straight European Cups. Barcelona fans never forgave what they saw as a political theft. The bitterness deepened. Cruyff and the changing tide, 1970s, but in 1973, everything changed. Barcelona signed Johan Cruyff, the Dutch master who brought with him total football and hope. Cruyff led Barcelona to a famous 5-0 victory at the Santiago Bernabéu. For Catalans, it was more than a win, it was a statement. We will not be silenced, we will fight on the pitch. That match is still remembered as the day Barcelona rose from the shadows. The betrayal of Figo, 2000. In 2000, Luis Figo committed the ultimate betrayal. Barcelona's star player signed for Real Madrid. At the Camp Nou, he was met with hatred, and a pig's head thrown at him during a corner kick. It was one of the most controversial transfers in football history, and it made El Clásico more volatile than ever. The Galacticos era versus La Masia, 2000s to 2010, fast forward to the 2000s. The rivalry reached a fever pitch. Real Madrid splashed cash on global icons, the Galacticos. Barcelona doubled down on their identity, trusting La Masia, their youth academy. 2 philosophies, 2 cultures, 1 war. Messi versus Ronaldo, 2009 to 2018. Then came an era of 2 titans, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Their personal rivalry pushed El Clásico to unimaginable heights. Every match was a global event, every goal a moment of magic. They faced off 35 times in total, with the world watching every time. But this was more than Messi versus Ronaldo. It was La Masia's elegance versus the power of the Galacticos. Politics and protest, beyond football. Off the pitch, tensions only grew. Catalonia's push for independence reignited political fire. Barcelona matches became protests. Real Madrid became the face of the state. In 2019, an El Clásico was even postponed due to fears of political violence. Changing faces post-Messi and Ronaldo era. In 2018, Ronaldo left for Juventus. In 2021, Messi departed for PSG. Many thought the rivalry would lose its shine, but new stars have emerged. Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian lightning bolt. Pedri, the elegant architect. Jude Bellingham, Madrid's new midfield engine. El Clásico continues to evolve, but never dies. The numbers behind the madness. Let's look at the raw numbers. Over 250 official matches, more than 800 goals, dozens of red cards, millions of passionate fans, billions of global viewers. Yet no number can quantify the drama, the noise, the legacy. Why El Clásico matters. Real Madrid versus Barcelona is not just a fixture on the calendar. It's the heartbeat of Spanish football, a mirror of Spanish history, a stage for legends. From Di Stéfano to Cruyff, Zidane to Ronaldinho, Messi to Ronaldo, it's the greatest rivalry in the world. Not because they hate each other, but because they need each other. El Clásico defines them. Off the pitch, the business of El Clásico. El Clásico isn't just a cultural event, it's a financial juggernaut. Every match generates millions, from ticket revenue, sponsorship deals, to merchandise sales. Barcelona and Real Madrid are two of the most valuable clubs on the planet. Their rivalry feeds a global economy of football, with viewers in over 180 countries and over 600 million fans watching their clashes annually. From Tokyo to Lagos, from New York to Mumbai, people don't just support a club. They choose a side in one of the greatest rivalries in sports history. Iconic matches that shaped the rivalry. Over the decades, El Clásico has gifted us some of football's most unforgettable moments. Let's relive just a few that shaped this rivalry into legend. April 2005, Ronaldinho's standing ovation at the Bernabeu. Barcelona crushed Madrid 3-0. And Ronaldinho mesmerized the home crowd so thoroughly that Real Madrid fans gave him a standing ovation. A surreal moment of respect, in a stadium where admiration rarely crosses enemy lines. May 2009, Guardiola's 6-2 masterclass. In Pep Guardiola's first season as Barca manager, his side humiliated Madrid in their own backyard. Xavi, Messi, Henry, a symphony of passing, pressing, and goals. The world saw the rise of one of football's most dominant dynasties. October 2014, Ronaldo's revenge. Madrid struck back in 2014 with a commanding 3-1 win. Cristiano Ronaldo scored, and the Galactico machine looked unstoppable once again. It was never just about dominance. It was always about balance, shifting back and forth like a pendulum. March 2023, El Clásico returns to grit. Post-Messi and Ronaldo, the rivalry didn't die, it adapted. Young stars like Vinicius Jr., Gavi, and Bellingham carried the flame. In the 2022-23 season, Barcelona took the La Liga crown, but Madrid triumphed in the Copa del Rey. The pendulum swung again. The managers who fueled the fire. No rivalry of this magnitude is complete without managers who understand and sometimes inflame the heat of the battle. Pep Guardiola, a Barcelona legend, turned philosophy into domination. His tiki-taka Barcelona team set new standards. Then came José Mourinho, the provocateur, the special one. He turned Madrid into warriors, instigators, and champions again. Their duels were chess matches laced with insults, press conference mind games, and tactical brilliance. Clásico wasn't just on the field anymore. It was in the media, in the minds of players, in every look and gesture. Legends who defined El Clásico. These matches became the defining stage for football legends. For Real Madrid, Alfredo Di Stéfano, the first icon. Raúl, the loyal soldier. Cristiano Ronaldo, the ruthless machine. Sergio Ramos, the warrior, often walking the line between hero and villain. For Barcelona, Johan Cruyff, the philosopher. Ronaldinho, the magician. Xavi and Iniesta, the brain and the heartbeat. Lionel Messi, the god of the game. Each legend had their Clásico moment, a goal, a tackle, a celebration that etched their name into history. The fans, the soul of the rivalry, beyond the players and tactics, it's the fans who breathe life into El Clásico. For many, supporting Madrid or Barcelona is a family legacy, a regional pride, a political stance, or simply a lifelong emotional investment. They don't just watch the match, they live it. For 90 minutes, time stops. Friends become foes. Houses divide. El Clásico reminds us why we fell in love with football. For its passion, its pain, its poetry. Looking ahead, the future of El Clásico. With both clubs rebuilding, the next generation is ready to write their chapter. Will it be Jude Bellingham leading Madrid into a new era of dominance? Or Lamine Yamal becoming Barcelona's next great prodigy? The rivalry has always been about the now and the next. Each new match, another battle in an eternal war. Final reflections, why it still matters in a world of change, where leagues grow, clubs evolve, and stars come and go. El Clásico remains constant. Its tradition, intensity, spectacle, and above all, a symbol of football at its rawest and purest. You don't need to speak Spanish. You don't even need to love football. When Real Madrid and Barcelona take the field, the world watches. Because deep down, we all recognize greatness when we see it. More than a game, more than a rivalry. El Clásico is forever. What's your favorite El Clásico memory? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football deep dives. This has been Field Fever Football Channel, where the game is just the beginning. And though the faces change, the fire remains. El Clásico will forever be the war that shapes football's soul.